All right, a beautiful afternoon. Welcome to the Boss, your favorite social media program. My name is Rose Blossom. Today we're talking about relationship, lifestyle, marriage, some trending, funny videos that we have online, of course, and we have amazing guests to react to that one. Okay, I have my guest. I'm going to start from my left. His name is Abiodun Mabadeje. He is an author, he's an actor, and he's also a motivator. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, Blossom.
It's good to have you.
Good to be here.
Good to have you too. Okay, I also have Pastor James Okesusi. He is a minister, he's a speaker, he's also a writer and author. Welcome to the show, sir.
It's been a pleasure being here once again.
Thank you so much for taking your time out of us on the station today. Okay, so our first topic we're talking about today is what makes people actually fall in love. That question is a bit tricky. When I had this topic, I was like, really, is there anything that makes people fall in love? Well, I think so. So we have an amazing person. We have an author who is also a motivational speaker, who is also, in fact, I would say he's a mentor too. So, and we have a pastor. So yes, they will tell us how people fall in love today. So people will know if they are falling in love or falling in lust. So we know which is the right one. Yes. So I will start with Abiodun. So what actually makes people fall in love with each other?
Okay, I think we should also start from this angle of, is falling in love really what we should be talking about, or walking in love? Because it's one thing for somebody to say, I mean, okay, let's take it from the angle of the scriptures, the Bible. No basis for falling in love. What we have in the scriptures is you walk in love. So, but then again, for the sake of this discussion, let's just leave it at that. You know, people fall in love. I have a feeling. I sense in my mind.
Butterflies in
my stomach, and then you are seeing somebody for the first time, and you say love at first sight. And then if you are talking about love that ends in marriage, because again that should even be the base of the kind of love we are talking about, that you see something ahead that I love this person enough to be my husband, to be my wife. That is what we are talking about. So that kind of love, I do not essentially think it is something that happens just like that. It doesn't just happen. It's something that can grow. It's something that you can build on. It's something that takes time. It takes process. So to say you fell in love or you fall in love with somebody, it's neither nor there, because again, I also don't want to be too on it and say that it doesn't happen. Yes, it is also true.
You break a lot of hearts.
Yes, it's also true that can happen.
Okay, Pastor James, what actually makes people fall in love?
Falling in love, well, is the butterfly in the belly. When people fall in love, the thing about it is the fact that when a person resonates with a compatibility feature, so you tend to dive into it. I say, I have a chemistry, probably I love someone that's tall, and this person resonates with my physical expectations. So you think you can fall for such a person. And I say, this person at least a bit meet up with you as some expectation you have, because everybody when you set a spec and the other person meets up with your spec, share values. When people have a shared value, this person is an honest person, is a good person, people who are meeting with each other, there's a spark in that place. But some rascal, when they meet his fellow rascal, I can remember before I got married, I was trying to talk to him and laugh at that. He said, I don't like you, you are too cool, I like it. Like rascals, so share value.
They like the bad boys.
So shared values also make people fall in love because they have a shared values. But like Mr. Berry said, falling in love is one thing, but staying in love is another thing.
Another thing.
Because not just falling in love today and jump out of it tomorrow. So when we say we are not working in love, like you said, that's when we begin to face our vulnerabilities, whereby we begin to show our dark side, whereby we begin to, you can see this person for who the person is. The person can tell you, I have a child. Will you be able to accept me with my baggage? But say, okay, there's no problem. I can adopt it. That's when the test of love is really
is
love
coming
is
up.
coming in. You know, so that's when I say if this is the love that's going to end up in marriage. And not just like,
so I just ask, so is it that okay? Because if I from what you said and what what I can deduce is that you do not believe in falling in love. You it's like a process. You know, just the way you want to make you have to cultivate.
You know, I said that at the end of the day, I also don't want to throw it away completely and say it doesn't happen. But if you are talking about love for what it is, it's not something that just happens. It doesn't just happen. It takes time. You know, like he said, you study the person. You want to get to know the person. You want to know the values. You want to know what the person stands for. Are we compatible? Can we do journey together? You know. So those are some things you want to look at, and you don't want to. Those are things you don't just do on the spot of the moment. It takes time. It takes process. You know. So again, to see someone for the first time, for example, and you look at the person and say, I like this person, rather than I love this person. I like this person. Certain things you are looking at. A man sees a lady and is looking at all the features, permit me, all the features of this lady, and you like her, you like what you see.
But at that point, to him, he's falling in love already.
Yes, but again, I want to say that for the love that we say ends in marriage, it is not a decision you make on the spot of the moment. For I see this thing, that's why I said I like her rather than I love her. Yes, you can like the person. The journey can actually start from that point. Oh, I see this person, I like her. So you want to get close. You want to know her more. You want to, get to know her values or his values and what this person stands for. So the journey can start from the point of seeing her for the first time, seeing him for the first time, and then liking the person. And then you can grow from there. But to, on the spur of the moment, say, I love this person for the sake of getting married to this person, and you are taking that decision at that time, it's somehow. Even though I know there are people that has worked for. They see somebody first time and the person says, this is my wife, this is my husband, and it happens like that. Then it's not always.
It's even good. I wanted to even bring from a woman's perspective. I don't know, but some people, if I want to take what's trending now, some people believe once they see a man, maybe at an occasion, well dressed, all the steez is on point, and he now start having money that's, maybe spraying in bundles. I'm in love with this guy.
No, you are not in love. You are in love with him. You are in love
with his infatuation.
You are lusting after what he has. You are lusting after his height. You are lusting after his money, his pocket. So that's the process anyway. Chemistry begins somewhere.
Infatuation could actually result in love.
But it's not all the time. So at the beginning, of the infatuation, but in the process, it now begins to time will test if truly this kind of love can really be original. Really, it's just going to fade away. So it happens because, like earlier, once you have a spec, because this thing about us, we are human beings that we have a makeup, we have expectation. Everybody have a certain expectation.
Yes.
I love, just like in the days when I was searching, I can't meet a short lady and talk or anything, because my whole spec is just a tall person, or somebody of a medium height.
Is it possible for us to do away with spec? When I mean spec as per the physique,
so
the features.
Maturity can now take place. Unlike that, and then, if I were to be searching now, as I'm mature now, I wouldn't have said, okay, because it's short or it's
you don't want,
it will not work and lack. So maturity, take, that many people met the same day and they begin to grow and begin to love.
So how about you? Do you think that people can do away with spec?
Like he said, and what he said, maturity can play a major role. Level of understanding, perception, can play a major role in taking such decisions. But generally, people have specs. I want a man who is tall, tall, dark, and handsome. That's how they say it. I remember one of the early in those days when I was searching, a lady actually, you can tell I am a summarized man, you understand? So a lady told me, I don't just want a man I can look up to. I want a man I can look up to. So what do you say to such a lady? How do you
she has finished the end of the discussion, so there is nothing again to talk about.
But then
she would have probably looked at it from that side.
Beyond a hand. But again, sometimes some people are so ingrained in that thought of the physical features, of
I believe for a man or a woman who has been so, so focused on spec, I don't know, but I feel like most of them don't end up having what they call a blissful marriage, because why they feel that, I don't know, at a point I feel like they just want to manage whatever the woman brings to the table or whatever attitude the woman has, because the woman has this, she has that, she's tall, she's this, and at the end of the day, because of all those features, you start taking things you're not supposed to take. I don't know, but do you think otherwise that such ages could actually last? Because they want this spec. They've probably been searching for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, and one day they found that spec and they said, this must be my wife. And they did everything to make sure that that person becomes the wife. Do you think such marriage will actually be successful?
It could be, and at the end of the day, it also could turn the other way around. Again, people grow. People grow. You can start your journey at a particular level of understanding, a level of knowledge
that you have.
But as time goes on, as you become exposed to more information, as you become wiser, your level of understanding begins to change. You can begin to look beyond what you thought was what you wanted, and then you begin to look for other things. Now, whether this person you have become attracted to based on the features will now be able to give you these other things, make marriage, relationships sustainable, is a different ball game. Especially for ladies. If a lady, well, I might be wrong here, but if a lady finds out that you are all about my package, ladies tend to take advantage of that to misbehave. So they begin to throw all sorts of tantrums, things that are not supposed to be in a relationship and marriage, and they expect you to take it. I
think I'm going to put it in all equation, because if a lady gets married to a man and the man has money and man realizes that the woman is for the money, there's always a misbehavior.
Yes,
exactly. Once you just know, in fact, that's why sometimes people cannot define love, because once you can define love and put a place to it, do you know what? Because of the way you smile, she will use that smile and hurt you. In fact, maybe you should start seasoning this concept. I don't even know. But anyways, let's move over. Because I have another. At what point do people actually believe that, okay, yes, I've fallen in love with this man, I am in love with this woman? At what point do you think they get to achieve or believe that this is where they are right now?
Well, at the point where you begin to think about a certain person often with a smile. When you begin to think about the person, that's a butterfly in the belly. When you begin to think about the person and you smile about it. And another point is where you begin to show care. You make sacrifices for it. You want to make that person happy. You want to go to anything to make ensure that you make the person happy. Like my wife, sometimes I fight her for taking a good rest for herself. Not for myself. So why are you not taking rest? Why you hear me? You think this man is a bad man, but I was only fighting for our peace and safety. So when a man or woman begin to get to the point where they rather go to any length for this other partner, that's when they know, no,
I'm in love with this person. Do you agree with that? That it really, when somebody goes and length for you?
Yes, I do, but I also would not say 100%.
Okay, I want to hear why you don't agree with this.
I say that is because if I have money and I know that this girl likes money and I am giving her money, when she thinks me, she will think about me with a smile because of the money. When she thinks about
you for the ladies today, that's good.
Well, it could be the other way around
too. Yes,
it could be the other way around too. For the sake of this understand? So I give her money often. She calls me, I need this, and before she lands, she's hearing bang down. Anytime she thinks about me, she's smiling. There's a smile. Anytime she's talking to her friend,
she's talking about you.
So that does not necessarily mean that love, for what love is in place. It doesn't necessarily mean so. But that is not to discountenance what James said.
Okay.
Because those two, they are very true. That yes, somebody. You want the well-being. You are concerned for the well-being of another person beyond yourself. You are willing to sacrifice for this person. It hurts you when this person is hurting. Yes, those could be signs that you really love this person.
So what other signs, aside from what he said, do you think show that you're in love with someone already?
Again, for one person, it might differ from one person to another. So there are no hard and fast rules as to, this is the blanket, covering for everybody who says in love. But for me, I will also say that when you begin to, think the future, if you are not yet married to this person and you are already thinking of the future, you can see a future with this person. You already can begin to plan into tomorrow beyond the now. Now again, that would also have to do with, I want to look away from the issue of money, because money can distort. When there is money to spend now, it can distort a lot of things, can distort your perception, your true assessment of things. But let's away from money. Let's look at values.
Okay.
Let's look at values. So you have been with this person for 1 month, 2 months, and you are beginning to study this person, and you begin to see the kind of value. For example, permit me. In the pastor in the Bible, the Bible will talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, the one they call the virtuous woman, and then you also understand that the Bible says that either finds a wife. Now, you did not say either finds a girlfriend. It means that there are certain qualities that qualify a woman
to be a wife,
that you begin to see before you get to the point of taking a decision as to you want to go ahead to down. So such things can begin to define and determine in your mind that perhaps
this is an ideal one.
This is one for me. One I love. I can say I love. Maybe we should even. You can say you are beginning to love. You have big love, and then the more this grows, it can get to the point where you say I love this person enough to say I want to settle down with this.
Deep talk. This is deep talk here. For those who are saying I'm in love, I fell in love the first time I saw him, the way he was working, especially those films, those movies, romantic movies, especially those that watch Korean series. Oh my word! Please, reality of love is not like that. I'm sure you listen to what they said, so you understand.
His books fell down, and I want to help him.
And we looked at ourselves.
And then that is, oh God.
Movie scenes, amazing movie scenes. There was a time, basically we know it's usually the international movies like that's Hollywood, Bollywood, that always have the scene painted. The first time I watched it on Nigerian movie scene, I was so angry because it didn't look like there was even a spark, because with Africans it does not match. But when you see the way the actors, it's so very, you start feeling like, one day I might actually feel this kind of but then I saw a Nigerian scene playing that part, like, no, I don't want to fall in love this way. This is how it feels just watching them. Anyways, I want to say something. I think also, just to wrap up this topic, I think also that people that have spec for the kind of man or woman they want to have, I usually have more problems in marriage. Why do I say so? You have married a spec. Probably always envisioned your wife or your husband to be. Now, at the end of the day, when you get married, there's the part whereby he start eating well, maybe he start getting tummy. You understand? he start having the tummy. He start getting very big. He looks heavy. He's probably start snoring. Then on the woman part, she gets bigger, her tummy is big. You will have problem in that marriage. That's what I'm saying. It's very difficult for people that really go for spec to actually, you know, have a blissful marriage. Very quickly, in a few seconds.
A man said, marry this woman. The woman had become so giant now. He said, marry a woman when she was so slim, so tiny. And that was my spec for a woman. And after they got married, after a child or two, this woman had become so big that, you know, so that's where the area of respect is. You know, so that becomes, marriage should be, love should be unconditional.
Yeah.
You should not look at somebody because that's a good backside. You know, and probably after a child or two, the backside might disappear.
Right.
And they will look out for the backside all around, and you can't find it. They say, no, this one, I have to look for another woman. So
obviously, maybe that's one of the reasons why men even tend to always go and cheat, because they'll tell you they don't like the shape of their wife. You people have been going for the men, for the women, so I'm going for you people now. I'm shifting the point, going to the next topic.
The woman as well will say, this man has money, he has a good job, a good salary, and lacks that. And in the process, he lost the job. And life becomes no. And so women, the other part of the woman, she begins to misbehave and lacks that, because I married you because you could take care of me. I'm the one taking care of you.
Vice versa.
So we should look at unconditional love. That's what we should really look at here. A matured love, a marriageable love is a love that's unconditional.
Okay,